Hi everyone, welcome back to the TheFibroidDoc. I can't believe it's August already. It's been a month since I started this YouTube channel and since I've been putting out information. I've had a lot of fun doing it and interacting with all of you, and I hope you have also found it useful, and hopefully you've been able to share and tag other friends or family members who may also find this information useful. So I was thinking about the situation that happened to me in New York several years ago. I was on call and I was rushing into the operating room to do an emergency C-section. This baby had to be delivered fast, and so as I'm rushing in and wheeling the patient in, I'm talking to her about the risks and the benefits of a C-section and kind of the usual things that I tell all patients. And I told her, like, if, you may need a blood transfusion, if you bleed a lot. And she said, oh, no, I'm not. I don't do that. I'm not going to get a blood transfusion. And I said, okay, it's only in rare situations, only if you really you're bleeding to death. And she said, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm a Jehovah's Witness and I will not be accepting blood. And I said, okay. And I started to pray really hard for the rest of the hour that everything go perfectly well. Luckily, it did. The baby was fine. The baby was delivered fine. The patient was fine. She didn't really lose, any more blood than usual. She did not need any type of, products. And we came to the recovery room, and, I had to take a minute just to think about, all the things that I would have done instead. Should I be in a situation where she was bleeding very heavily? I knew I couldn't give her blood, but I had to think about, the 5 other things that I could have done. And, as a surgeon, you're always thinking about plan B. And this was an acute situation, in the hospital, in an emergency, in an operative setting. But the same thing happens to women with fibroids in terms of blood loss and needing to replenish their body stores of blood over time. So, when you bleed from fibroids chronically, month after month, week after week, your blood stores start to dwindle. And, how do you get back your blood other than, blood transfusion? So I wanted to go over the top 3 ways that we do that. And I'll talk about this in more detail next week on a special guest interview. But the first way is just foods with iron. Okay, so foods with iron that can help get into your body and build your blood stores and improve your circulating volume of blood. So that's number 1. Number 2 is oral iron. And there's different formulations of this and different kinds and different absorptions that we'll go over. So oral iron. And number 3 is IV iron. So you literally get an IV, like a blood, like you were getting a blood transfusion, but instead of blood, it's just iron. Okay, so it's IV iron. So these are 3 ways in which you can replenish iron stores and get back your blood to a satisfactory level if you are someone who bleeds from fibroids and are chronically anemic. So next week, I am excited to interview a hematologist. A hematologist is a doctor who focuses on blood disorders. So low blood, thick blood, other diseases of the blood. And I'm going to ask him questions about, what kinds of food should we eat? What kinds of supplements should we take? And, some more information on IV iron. So stay tuned for that episode. Please let me know if you have questions that you'd like me to ask him. Please comment below in this video and let me know what those questions are, and I will ask him during our interview, and we'll post it next week. So look out for that episode. And meanwhile, if you've found this useful, please like it, subscribe to this channel, share, or tag someone who you think may find this information useful. Take care, everybody. Bye.